didn't see you guys right there. Hey. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm pretty sure you guys already read the title. You guys know what this is gonna be about. This is a pretty impromptu video. You know, I just want to do something different that I don't really do on my channel. You know, I do it on my TikTok. If you guys don't follow me, you can go ahead and look at the description down below. It has a link to all my socials. Just follow me. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. I post more on my other socials than I do post on YouTube because I do take this very seriously and I don't like to just bring any kind of topics on here. I like my YouTube to just really be, it's just really something important to me. So I don't just want to record things that don't really mean a lot to me and just throw them on here. I just want my YouTube to be well put together. And then when I do start investing into my job, I'm going to start showcasing more talent and start bringing more things onto here. But right now, all I can really work with what I have. So thank you guys for being patient and still working with me throughout this little tedious project. It's gonna take some time before I get all the equipment that I want, but I'm just gonna use what I have. So today I came on this video, and today we're gonna be talking about Miss James Charles. Girl, if you guys watched that little video that James did, that little open discussion video that he posted on his channel, when really he was just talking to himself for what, 30, no, not even 30 minutes. The video was like 30 minutes long. He was talking to himself for about 20 minutes, and then for the other 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, he was doing makeup. So I just want to ask you, James Charles, what was the open discussion in that video? Because when I watched the video, you weren't discussing anything. You didn't discuss why you were attracted to minors. You didn't discuss why you repeatedly keep continuously texting these minors and sending pictures and adding them on Snapchat and having multiple conversations, not just one with one minor. You have multiple conversations with multiple different minors. And you know, I thought when people make an open discussion video, you're supposed to openly discuss the topic at hand. And I felt like in that 30-minute video, James was just trying to cop a plea. And I don't know who you're trying to cop that plea. Like, I don't know why you're trying to cop that plea when you already know that the only fan base that you really have left is your 12-year-olds to your 14, maybe 15-year-old fans base left. That's really all you have, because when it comes to anything older than 16, 17, 18, you don't have us anymore, because we all know what you've done. And I'm not gonna fault the kids for still following you. You know, let's be real, James is catered towards children because James has that personality. James has that oomph about him, that little oomph. He knows how to like hold people's attention, especially kids' attention. And most kids have undiagnosed ADHD. And let's be honest, for the amount of subscribers and following he has on different, not only YouTube, but on different social media platforms, James has done a pretty damn good job for everything he's accomplished. Now, we're not going to get into how he steals other people's looks and, you know, he does the bare minimum and he gets awarded. I mean, it's nothing new. Look at TikTok. But, you know, that's a whole another different conversation for another video. Today, we just want to stick on the topic at hand. So I hope you guys didn't watch that video. The only reason why I did watch it is because I did make a little talk about it on TikTok. I made a 2-part series, maybe 3-part, just about how I feel about it and just explaining to a lot of my followers on TikTok and just random people on the For You page not to watch it. I watched it so you didn't have to. And I decided, you know, why not make a video about it, because I love watching tea channels and I love talking about the tea. So why not incorporate the tea onto my YouTube? It makes so much sense. But, you know, anyways, back to that video with James. So basically, if you watched the video or if you didn't, James Charles started the video. It started off okay. Like the first 10, 20, 30 seconds, it was okay. It wasn't that bad. But then James just started talking himself into a hole. And when I say he was talking himself into a hole, or a ditch, I should say, he was literally, in fact, doing just that. James Charles was just talking just to hear himself talking. And I think that he does have that issue where James Charles just likes to hear himself talk. So then he just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And it's like you're talking yourself into a ditch. Because for one, the video is titled Open Discussion. But when you watch the video, there's no discussion. There's just James saying how he feels like, you know, he took this time, mind you, it was probably less than a month, maybe a month and a half. He took this time to understand why he is the way that he is, and to understand he went to a psychiatrist, or he went to talk to professionals to really understand why he likes what he likes, and why he is the way that he is, and why he chooses to do the things that he does. So he went into that little spiel, but instead of elaborating on, you know, that whole little thing, he said that just to get the appeal from his audience. Like, he literally just said that so that his little minor fans, his little 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old fans be like, oh, so he took accountability. And that's not accountability. Accountability is, hey guys, you know, I'm James Charles. You know, I really shouldn't be back right now, but I really just had to come on here, and I really just had to own up and really just take accountability for everything that I've done. You know, I'm not coming on here looking for any type of sympathy. You know, as all you guys know, that this is my job, and it is also something that I love to do. But for whatever reason, I chose to abuse the powers that I was given, because let's be very clear, when you have a lot of wealth, when you have status, and when you have money, it's not that anymore. It's power. James had a lot of power. James was 22? James is very powerful. How long did it take Jeffree Star before he got powerful? James did that quickly. He did what Jeffree did, and it didn't even take him as long. So, you know, I thought James was gonna come and give us that. You know, I went to high school, and I never really had a chance to experience what love was. I never had a chance to experience guys showing me attention. You know, when I was in high school, I used to catfish guys as girls. That was my way of, you know, getting off. And, you know, that led to me being the person that I am today. But instead of James doing that, James just said, you know, I just talked to a psychiatrist, and, you know, I'm learning why I am the way that I am, and, you know, I'm using every day as a learning experience, and I'm just doing this to be better, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Y'all smell that shit? It's bullshit. That's literally what it is. And it's sad because, you know, James isn't a kid anymore. James is 22, 23. Like, James knows exactly what he's doing. So, if I was James, it would behoove me to actually take a break. Because you don't say that this is an open discussion, and then in the last 8 minutes of the video, you're doing a get ready with me. Who does that? Oh wait, James Charles does that. And he also is gonna get away with it. We don't know how much longer he's gonna get away with it, but James Charles is going to get away with it, like he and many other white YouTubers do. They make their little apology videos like a David Dobrik. They make them little half-assed apologies. You know, you fuck up your friend, you hurt your friend, or in James' case, you know, you betray your followers, you know, you use your power, and, you know, you abuse your power to fuck with their heads, and to make it seem like they're obligated to show you whatever it is that you asked them for. And that's not right. And, you know, I'm not going to say had he been a person of color, he would have been facing jail time. But what I will say is, had he been anybody else, the consequences of the actions that he chose to make would have been more severe. You guys understand? You know, had he been anybody else, it didn't have anything to do with color. Had James Charles just been anybody else, the consequences would have been a lot more severe. And, you know, I tried to really understand, and I tried to like see his point of view, but to me it just sounds like James is a narcissist, and it sounds like James is a very good manipulator, and he knows what to say in order to get his point across. And you have to be very careful with people like that. Shiesty people, sneaky people. You know, you got to keep your grass very low, because snakes love to lurk in tall grass. And James, at this point, he's a chameleon, bitch, because the way he's camouflaging, I don't understand how these 12... Actually, I do understand how these 12 through 15-year-olds, can't see through his bullshit, for the same reason that the 12 and 15-year-olds that he was texting and sending nudes to, they didn't understand what they were doing in that moment, because they're children. And James isn't a child. You know, that whole little, oh, I've never had love in high school, oh, it's me. I didn't either. I didn't have any male attention in high school. I didn't have any attention in high school. I didn't have female, male, trans, they, he, she. I didn't have any attention, period. The only attention I did get was from older grown men who are doing the same thing, ironically, that James is doing. So, you know, it's sad. It's sad when people try to cop a plea, or when people try to make excuses for the choices that they've made. And then when you lie and you want to come out here and you want to try to take accountability, or you want to say, you know, oh, I went to a therapist, you know, I've been spending time with loved ones to really get myself together. It just seems very disingenuous. And then on top of that, in the video, you're using all these air quotes and you're trying to make it seem like, you know, I'm the adult. I'm not going to use my screenshots against these children. I'm going to take accountability. That discredits your credibility. It is disingenuous, not only to your subscribers, but it's just disingenuous to your story. Like, in one hand, you're saying that you're an adult and you're going to take accountability. And in another hand, you're saying, oh, well, I could have used screenshots. I have them, but because I'm grown and I'm the adult in the situation, I won't use them. And he's using all these air quotes and stuff. It's just like, James. Really? Really, James? So you're not that dumb to where you could become a millionaire off of YouTube. But when it comes to you taking accountability and being honest about the actions that you've made, somehow you're clueless. And don't get it twisted. Don't think just because I'm just reading you for the things that you've done, that means I don't like you. I actually do love you, James. You know, I used to love you. Let me say that. I watched all of your videos and I never did makeup a day in my life. You know, I watched your Vlog Squad videos with Emma and the Dolan twins. I watched you a lot. I watched you, I watched Jeffrey. I never watched Shane until the documentaries. I don't know how you bitches watch Shane. Shane is disgusting. Shane, especially back in the day, all you people who were watching him and laughing at his jokes, even when I was a kid, I was like, this guy's weird. I wasn't subscribed to James. I mean, not James, Shane. I never watched Shane. But nevertheless, there's something about Shane. It's just, I brought that in to just say how, you know, all of these influencers, they try to play like they're these saints, and they're not. And you can't tell me that they don't try to do that, because they do. Shane Dawson literally tried to make himself seem like he was YouTube's grandpa's therapist, YouTube's fat grandpa therapist, who had body dysmorphia and who was insecure about everything. Insecure, but you have a whole man that you're married to, you're a millionaire, and you use people for your little makeup lineup that coincidentally a year to 2 years later, you got all of the makeup that you didn't use and you gave it back because it was too much, you didn't want to use it. But at the same time, you have a whole mural of the makeup that you did with Jeffrey when you partnered with him. It's in your house. You have the whole makeup kit, the whole selection. And it's just weird to me. You know, I just feel like sometimes you guys are very gullible, and you guys let these people, you let them play you. But when it comes to When it comes to people like, for example, Azalea Banks, you know, she's a person who's unapologetic. She's unapologetically Azalea Banks. She says what comes to her mind, and she's not going to apologize unless she does feel the need to apologize. And in many cases, she does apologize for the things that she says. But, you know, when she does stand in her ground, people drag her. But you have people like James Charles who stand in their ground and call things an open discussion. And, you know, they apologize for stuff. And y'all are so quick to forgive and forget. And it just doesn't make sense to me how y'all are so willing to ride for these influencers who really don't care about us. And then you have people like Azalea who will call out these influencers and, you know, be unapologetically them. And y'all cancel them over 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 things, like small little things that they've done. But you got influencers out here sending nudes to children and receiving nudes, or trying to invite people over, or texting minors, and all of a sudden it's, oh well, it's okay, you know, it's his first time. It doesn't make sense. And it's very sad because not only does it show y'all's character, it just shows y'all's morals. The morals that you guys lack, and the morals that you guys love to say that you have, but it's just not there. So, you know, that whole James Charles video was just a hot mess. James Charles was talking a whole lot of nothing. James Charles, he was doing a lot of talking, and he was doing a lot of fake accountability, and he was just doing a whole lot of nothing. And that's just the best way that I can say that. That video was just awful. And then it's crazy to me how he took that little a month and a half break, and now he's back to posting like nothing happened. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know, did you really learn from your actions? Because right after the whole incident happened, you made that video when your assistant, I guess, she called you out for underpaying her and overworking her, and she's suing you for that. You came on Instagram to make a video about that, then you left again. Then you came on Instagram again to make tweets. You did a little notepad shit, whatever the fuck you did. I didn't even read it. You did some kind of shit. You came back on Twitter. Then you left Twitter again, and then you were celebrating somebody's birthday party with, I think it was that little girl Bella Pooch from TikTok. Like, she had a little birthday party, and you were there. You were in the music video, and she edited your ass out because you're problematic. You were taking hiatus, but you were still showing face. I'm not saying you can't have fun, but I'm just saying, don't say you're taking hiatus and really you're just behind the scenes, and, you know, you still know what's going on with everybody. It's like you never fucking left. Back to me saying it's very disingenuous when you do shit like that, and then you come on YouTube saying how you've taken these breaks and how you're a changed person, how you're learning, and how you're spending this time with your loved ones to help you be better and to understand why you are the way that you are, but you've never left the scene. So did you really take the hiatus to learn who you are, or you just took the hiatus because you thought we were stupid, because you're a narcissistic manipulator, and you thought that you could play us yet again, like all the other problematic YouTubers have done and will continue to do? Because once again, you guys let them get away with it. Why wouldn't they do it? I mean, if I can text kids and I could get away with it and then go back to getting my job, why wouldn't I do that? I mean, honestly, like, put yourself in James Charles' shoes. If any one of you guys could do that and get away with it and continue to do it and get away with it and then get canceled, and then you come back and you make a video and then everybody welcomes you back with open arms. James, I missed you. Why? What's gonna stop him from doing it again? Be honest. You guys aren't. And then it's very disingenuous when the people who come out, who have the victims come out, who have been abused, who have been used, and who shouldn't even been in that predicament, but because James put them in that predicament, when the victims do come out with the screenshots and the facts, and then you have all these regular straight YouTubers coming out of the blue, or you have these gay YouTubers coming out of the blue, the bisexual ones, and then they come out and they like tarnish James' name. It just fucks up the other victims, the actual victim stories. Like, why do you guys think that this is a joke? This is real life. This is real life. This is real life. This is a lesson that you guys should really keep with you forever, and be very mindful who you guys give status, power, and wealth to. Because remember, once you give it to that person, you can't take it away. Look at Jeffrey. Look at Shane. Look at Jay-Z. Look at P. Diddy. The list goes on. So that's all I really have for you guys today. So, you know, thank you guys for watching. If you did stay this long to the very end, I appreciate you. Once again, thank you all for watching my videos. To all my new subscribers, I'm gonna be trying to post more consistently. I don't really have a set schedule yet, but I will be trying to post, you know, going back to my old thing, at least posting 2 to 3 videos a week, at least. So just stay tuned. I do plan on having another video coming out this week. I'm not gonna give you guys a title yet. You're just gonna have to wait and see. But just, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Just let me know how you guys felt about this. Be honest about your opinions down below. How do you guys feel about James Charles? How did you guys feel about the video if you did watch it? Let me know if you didn't watch it. You know, and let me know if you guys like this video, if you guys want more like tea things like this a little bit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your evening, your afternoon, whatever the time frame is for you. I hope you enjoy your time and your day and your reality. And I will keep in touch with you guys. I love all of my subscribers, and I will see you guys soon. Peace and love.